Gemini Rising October 2021 is an exciting one to film actually, because there's a highlight on relationships, but dating in relationships mainly, and possibly the fear of commitment. Kind of good problems in a way with so much activity there. If you're excited to dive into what this October holds out for you and your rising sign, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you are always up to date on what the stars have in store for you. Hi there, I'm Maren. I am a Western astrologer using the tropical zodiac within whole sign houses for the purposes of this video. And before we do get started, I do want to mention Swan Bitcoin, the safest, easiest place to buy Bitcoin on a regular basis. If you're like me and you believe in Bitcoin and how important it is, you might be buying in monthly, dollar cost averaging every interval on whatever time frame works for you. I like to buy monthly through Swan, and if you use my referral link down below, you will get $10 of free Bitcoin upon your first purchase. So if you want to use it, no pressure, it's down there. Yeah. We start out the month on the 1st with Venus in your 5th house, squaring Pluto in your 8th house. So Venus is at home in Libra. It is strong and is in your 5th house of sex, dating, children, and art as well. But I'm going to guess that many of you, most of you, it will be the dating sphere, not the children and not the creativity, although that could apply. That's going well, but it is square Pluto in your 8th house of investments and joint resources. So things going well with this person and really liking them could mean that there's the kind of implication of, what does this mean for my finances, my money, spending time, connecting, sharing assets with them, like good problems in the sense that if you're dating someone or if you're moving in, like etc., there are implications on how to share resources. On the 5th to the 10th, the Sun will conjoin Mars in your Libra 5th house. This is likely showing that there's not an energy of stepping up to the plate in your relationship, because both the Sun and Mars are very assertive masculine energies, and in Libra, they're in the sign that they're not as comfortable in, because it's more of a conflict-free, harmonious kind of energy. So it's showing that either your romantic partner or you going after the relationship is not happening as aggressively or assertively as you'd want. Like things are just not getting done and it's kind of like pussying out all around. On the 16th to the 18th, the Sun in your 5th house will square Pluto in your 8th house, confirming this dynamic of things going well in dating and that bringing things up that need to be considered with how that is like adult relevant moving forward. On the 18th, big day, Mercury is stationing direct in your 5th house. So Mercury stationing direct in that area of life could mean that the 18th onward, communicating about these things is much more easy, much more on the same page, and really firms up by the end of the month when Mercury clears shadow. And also on the 18th, Jupiter is stationing direct in your Aquarius 9th house. So there's been a lot of growth around philosophy, education, long distance travel in your life. But for the past few months, it's been a bit of reanalyzing or looking back at what's come rather than moving straight forward. Now with Jupiter stationing direct moving forward, you probably will either get that degree, apply to that college, make that trip, etc. Like it's actually happening. On the 18th to the 20th, Mars in your 5th house will trine Jupiter in your 9th house. So changing or really being assertive in this relationship is actually going to help you reach those long-term goals for what you want to achieve. Once you're actually direct with this person, they're probably going to help you out, or it's going to be a mutually beneficial relationship. On the 20th then, there's a full moon in your Aries 11th house. A completion, a finale, an ending, a high point around groups, friends, or networking. You could be cutting ties with a kind of a group because of who you're dating, or you could just be like moving away from friends, kind of a group in that aspect ending. On the 21st to the 23rd, Mars in your Libra 5th house is squaring Pluto in your Capricorn 8th house, and this is really the cherry on top to the dynamic of, do I really commit to this relationship and then bite the bullet with what that means I might have to give up? Because this looks like you feel pressured and manipulated into doing one thing or another, and it's about finding what actually feels the most harmonious for you. From the 26th to the 28th, Venus, now in your Sagittarius 7th house of relationships and partnerships and commitment, will be scoring Neptune in your Pisces 10th house. So the fact that by the end of the month, Venus is now in your Sagittarius 7th house of committed relationships does seem like things do get serious, but squaring Neptune in your 10th house could mean that their opinion or their eye around your career is not the most clear, and what they want you to do with your career is not exactly well intended or the full picture. Finally, we end the month on the 29th and 30th with the Sun in your Scorpio 6th house, squaring Saturn in your Aquarius 9th house. So by the end of the month, there's actually more of a focus on your physical health or your coworkers, kind of a what do I actually have to grind with on a daily basis. Squaring Saturn in your 9th is showing that you're trying to prioritize your health and everything right now, and these big plans might mean that you are losing out on self-care because you're like, I want to work, I want to study, I need to travel. So just a reminder to find a good equilibrium of accommodating for the body and what you want to go after. So if you have any thoughts, any comments, anything to share about what's coming up for you before we do get into the tarot card for your sign, do leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear how this October looks for you and any things that are corresponding to already plans you know are on the way. The tarot card for Gemini Risings for this month is the Nine of Cups reversed. And the Nine of Cups generally is like a very like happy materialistic card, like I got all the cute shit. The Nine of Cups reversed tends to be a lack of equilibrium between your interior and your exterior. Like you're at the top of the mountain with all the money and all the things, and you're lonely and you're unsure how you got there and are so unhappy. So this might be a call to look at having it all and still what's missing, because you might have the guy or the girl, you might have the money, you might have the travel, and something's missing. So it's a reminder to look at that. So if you enjoyed this, I would love to hear from you down below. Any thoughts, comments, critiques, concerns, do comment. And also make sure that if you are enjoying this, you do give me a like. It helps out in the algorithm. So besides that, I wish you a very happy October, happy Scorpio season starting out by the end of the month, Libra into Scorpio season. I'm a mess filming this during Virgo season. It's been a long ass day. But yeah, take care and I will see you in the next one.